And yeah, I mean, was there anybody who you researched in preparation for this, or you just really looked at the script and went for it?
Well, I talked I talked with Peter, and he had a few very, very strong ideas. But I have to say that Peter has been and is the most trusting collaborative director that I have ever worked with, because he had no ego in terms of what he wanted from me, or he was not possessive of what he had written. And so once he chose you, he trusted you. And I remember, the backstory for Dammers was basically that he was the most loyal FBI agent imaginable, and would, for God and country, go undercover into every cult imaginable, and had really paid a physical and psychic price for that. So Peter wanted, one of the things that he really wanted was that I wear black contact lenses so that my eyes were just two wide open pupils of madness, as if I had dropped 20 tabs of acid.
Oh, damn, I thought you really did.
And never came back. And so from there, I started thinking about this whole loyalty to country and sacrificing yourself. And when you get that patriotic, you actually, I think, go over into nationalism. And then, to me, the penultimate nationalist is Hitler. So I went to the Wellington Library, and I found a picture book of young Hitler. And I brought it to Peter. I did. I brought it to Peter, and I said, Peter, what do you think if I cut my hair like that? And I'll never forget, he was at the craft table. And he looked at him, and he looked at me, and he went, yeah, that'll do. Oh, wow, okay. And then I thought of the idea of sticking something behind my ears to really accentuate frightening and ridiculous at the same time. It was really one of the best experiences I've ever had. But on the inside, I don't know, that's a whole instinct kind of approach for me. I can't really articulate my process. I just go for it. So,
I mean, personally, when I watched the first scene that you're in, I almost think of you as a kitten. Like when you're around the corner and you're yelling things in, but you just can't face Trina Alvarado at that moment.
And that came out of shooting. I did that once, because he's furtive. He's really paranoid of women that freak him out, and so I did that. I did a peek, and Peter said, "Wait, do that a lot." So we were really kind of finding this strange sort of OCD, ADD, autistic, odd guy, and fortunately I think it worked out.
You're also very, obviously because of your fear of women and just this you're a very smart man. You know what's going on.
Paranoid.
Yes, a very awkward man. Very awkward.
Yeah, he's not comfortable in his own skin. But he does love his power. And he sees things where there's nothing to see. I mean, he truly believes that Michael J. Fox is, a demon, and this is wearing a lead breastplate. The man had issues.
Which brings me to ask, was that something that was actually just like physically heavy, or was that very light and it just looked very...
It just looked very heavy. It was actually very light.
They gave me the gun.
It gave her the weight. It was really comfortable. The other thing that was amazing too, which just never happened, ever in an American film. You know, I pull my shirt open and I am a scarred mess. And they came to me with drawings and they said, this is what we're thinking. What do you think? I mean, we want your input. And I took what they had and I went home and I looked at it and I mean, they did some phenomenal things, but I did have a few ideas like, you know, can we put also a unfinished game of tic-tac-toe? Can we do that? And they thought that was a great idea. You know, like, people just did shit to me, you know. You know, so the collaboration was not just with Peter, it was with the design elements as well. And I'm sorry, I've done a lot of movies. The design guys never come to me and go, this is what we're thinking. What do you think? So it was a very unique and special experience for that. Very creative and trusting and inclusive.
I